our nature walk. Dr. Liz here and Little Rock. It's about that time, guys, on Terrific Day. Oh, let's take a look at the rock. Here he is. We are back from visiting the grandma and our grandma, so the great grandma to the grandbaby. But anyway, as we all know, it's getting a little bit later. Why is that? Because the sunrise is getting a little bit later. We passed the summer solstice now, and we are going to start to enjoy the nature a little bit later. So it's all about harmonizing with the nature around the sunrise, regulating our biorhythms. So we are going to start out here at Mr. Captain Henry Sewell's home. And this is an old seafarer's home, old captain's home. And he was famous captain. This is not what his original home was. They relocated the home to this space here in Martin County, South Florida. And it's embedded in a beautiful heart of the nature. So again, this is Captain Henry Sewell's home, embedded right into the nature here in the park in Martin County. And this was a region of wilderness when Captain Henry Sewell built this home at the tip of the peninsula that bears his name, Sewell's Point. So Captain Sewell led the movement to dig the St. Lucie Inlet in 1892. This allowed saltwater fish to enter the estuary and gave boats access to the Atlantic Ocean in addition to being the Sewell's Point. He later represented Dade County in the legislature and continued to work for the maintenance and improvement of the St. Lucie Inlet. He was Commodore of the Gilbert's Bar Yacht Club from its creation in 1895 for nearly 30 years until his death in 1925. This is his uncle, Maxwell B. Smith, and his uncle's house as it looked after it was moved to Port Sewell. Very cool. Very cool. Very, very nice. He's a famous, famous sea captain. And it's embedded in one of the most amazing parts of the park here, loaded with banyan trees. You can actually take a walk all the way back behind the house and witness dozens and hundreds of banyan trees. So it's quite a journey. Here, we're not going to do it because we will lose our Wi-Fi. But it's a really cool thing to do because you won't see anything like this anywhere else in the world. Banyan trees are very prevalent here in South Florida, and I'll see if I can show you a couple of them. But it's all nestled back in here for quite some ways. So this is a really special part of the nature walk. And you can see, look at this. Ooh, spider webs. Go up here. See those banyan trees? And there's a lot of swamp back in there. So the fish can protect themselves deep in the forest there, the tropical forest, by protecting themselves in the midst of those many roots. And it's pretty cool, actually, because that is, they can stay safe from larger fish or sharks. And believe me, there's plenty of them out here. There's an old famous book of old Florida, and this area for many years was nothing but boars and cattle and loaded with insects. But today we have a pretty gorgeous space. Still insects, not so many boars, not so many cattle, but it certainly is interesting how we develop land and things evolved, even like the Panama Canal. Everyone knows the story of that. Embedded with so much nature. Anyway, that's our starting ground today. We're going back around Captain Henry Sewell's home. It is his original home. The original, some of the blown glass windows still in. That's a newer one, but I think some of them are still original. And we're going to meander over here and see what we have in store for us today. Store for us today while we start to play. It's a great part of the day. Replenishes our spirit. And that is the most important thing, my friends. And we're going to meander over here. Beautiful sunrise. It's a little bit later and later as we progress past the summer solstice. Yes, we've evolved quite a bit since the Panama Canal was built and since we have had hundreds of years now in the development of South Florida. But even 100 years ago or so, this place was nothing but cattle, boars, and loaded with insects so much that swarms of them would come in and kill a whole big herd of cattle. So Florida wasn't always a terribly desirable place to stay, and some people will argue it still is not, especially in the midst of the summertime heat, where more insects and humidity roam this region. However, due to the development and interesting people continuing to move and develop, it's actually kind of a fun spot to hang parts of the summer, and certainly many months are rather delightful here. So, welcome everybody. I am Dr. Liz, and this is my little furry friend Rocky. We're out here doing our nature walk while we walk and talk with Rocky in the park. And we started this morning with Captain Henry Sewell's original home that has been moved here to the park in the midst of all the banyan trees. The banyan trees. And we have the Coca-Cola mansion over here to our left. That is where one of the heirs, the daughter of the Coca-Cola, original Coca-Cola, married and lived. I believe she was friends with Francis Langford, who donated a lot of this land and property to the county. And not only donated, but set up a $5 million annual trust so that you can't build big skyscrapers here and we get to enjoy oh, look at our friends. Look at our friends. Did you see them? Did you see them? Okay. Wait. You got them? There's a squirrel, little squirrely. They love to play. They love to play. Ooh. They love to play. They're quick. They're quick though. They came out quickly together. Look at all these woods. Really something. But anyway, it's beautiful here. And it's nice that we all get to enjoy it. So, if you're ever up here in Martin County, come hang with the gang at the park here and just enjoy its raw and unbelievable beauty. And it's certainly how it's transformed itself since there was nothing here except for boars, cattle, and loads of insects, snakes, and it was not a place you could comfortably survive, if at all. But things have changed. We still maintain some of our wildlife, which is a good thing. Um, I'm originally from New England, so a little bit of a variable in terms of culture, wisdom, um, insects, snakes, and different types of species that do exist. But anyway, we do like it here, and it has become a lot more bearable. Again, Coca-Cola Mansion, the stairs leading up to the original Coca-Cola Mansion, right here, embedded in the midst of beautiful nature in the park. And I am Dr. Liz, and I'm here with my little furry friend, Rocky, while we walk and talk with Rocky in the park. And it is what we call a Terrific Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. We're going to walk over here and see what we got going on with the gang. Oh, we usually see all kinds of different species of turtles and birds and ducks over here in this area. And again, gateway into the Coca-Cola Mansion. Beautiful space that's accessible to the public. You can go there. There's an outdoor event setting. There's an indoor area for weddings right on the ocean. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Yes, it is. Right, Rocky? What do you think? You gonna get married anytime soon? Use the Coca-Cola Mansion? Maybe not, he says. He used to be a stud, so he's had a lot of little babies, and he's awfully docile with the little ones. He's really lovely with them, but another wedding? Rocky says, yes, welcome everybody. Yes, welcome everybody. And there's nothing real fancy about this. Folks that are joining us from different parts of the world, we welcome you. Oh, here's where we like to come, where the gang hangs. Where the gang hangs. Look at this. Look at guys. This is where all the little duckies hang out. Isn't this lovely? Very cool. Very, very nice. They just love to hang out with each other. Sometimes they pick on each other, sometimes they play. Look at, look at, look at, look at. So adorable. Isn't it cute where the gang hangs? Every day. I love it. Look at that. With a little one here. Very nice. Little rock. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, it's really lovely. So, welcome. So why do we do this, we ask? Well, nature walks are known to be mind clearing, whether we're CEOs, middle aged, or troubled teens trying to find our way, or anything in between 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. When you spend time in nature and you go around and discover the world in your way, you'll quickly find out your naked soul. And we encourage you to do that because it's the best way to resolve problems, find solutions, create harmony while we're here on this interesting but sometimes crazy experienced planet. Right, Rock? He kind of gets it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? Look at them. They're all a little different species, right, Rocky? But they just hang with the gang every single day. Sometimes we go to a little different spot, but it's always so lovely. Good for them and good for the humans to hang with the gang and find clearing in the nature. Look at them go. Look at them go. We got a little pigeon. We got all kinds of different duck species and the ibis and the other regular mallards and regular ducks. Right? Look at this. They love to hang with the gang. Sometimes we go for a little swim in here. A little swim in here. But they know. Nature knows, the ancients know, and the science shows that by spending the time with the nature, it harmonizes our biorhythms, reduces stress, improves the quality of our sleep, increases our accessibility to making and sustaining nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, the big trendy talk, which Chinese medicine effectively has addressed for years. Um, but it's just so beautiful, relaxing, and harmonizing to spend the time out here. Isn't it lovely? All the colors in nature, so beautiful. And if you ever have a question about your wardrobe, all you got to do is ask yourself, do I see it in nature? If you see it in nature, you can wear it. So red and black, that goes with the pale pink, that goes in green. Anything, look at that guy's always wagging his tail. Look at that one is always a wagger. Look at that. Look at that. She's looking on at him, wagging away. Hello, Gador, Gador. Gador, Gador. Isn't that lovely? What do you think, Rocky? Rocky, he's just saying, I don't know, but I discover many smells. Many smells here in the park, which I adore. So lovely. So lovely. Walk and talk with the Rocky here at the park and hang with the gang. Mind clearing, very peaceful. Oh, look at who's flying in for the weekend before the terrific Tuesday. There he is. Oh, there he is. Look at him. He just flew in. Now he's going to go for a swim. We got a honker. We got a mom with her babies over there under the tree. And we got a honker. That honker hides, though. Where is that honker? There's oh. Play nice in the playground now, fellas. Come on. Play nice in the playground. Don't always. Oh. Waddle, waddle. Waddle, waddle. That one run. See, they're really something funny to watch. Okay. All these guys kind of go on their own way over here. But it really is lovely. We have some of the most magnificent trees. Oh. Look at that guy flying. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, they're flying all around. The honkers are. They're the honkers over there. These guys hang with the gang quietly, and these guys are the honkers. Lovely. Lovely can be. Lovely can be. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? So there's the gardens over there. Those are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing. Yes, we are. So that's the interesting history about Florida. And there's a book out, an old book, that really explains the history of. Oh dear. Can you hear me better? Good morning. Good morning. Can you guys hear me now? Hello, hello. Oh dear. Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. I hope that's better. Right, Rocky? I guess they couldn't hear us. I'm sorry about that, guys. We will try to do it better. Yes. Good morning. Oh, here we're going to go for a little swim. Go for a little swim. Okay. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Okay. I'm sorry about that. If the mic was not working right. Okay. So, sorry about that, guys. I don't think that. I hope. Can you hear me now? Test, test. Can you hear me now? Okay. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Yes, we do see Brewster. We absolutely. Can you hear me? See Brewster LLC? We do have sharks in that river. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me because I guess that was an issue. There are sharks in that river. Can you hear me? Hello. We have quite a fair amount of sharks here in Florida, and we definitely have them in the river. Actually, not too long ago, well, I guess it was a while ago, a surfing girl got pretty brutally mutilated in there. And just, going out like they always do. So you do have to be careful. Um, but and they come close to shore. I've seen them come really close to shore. You see the little fish close to the shore. You don't decide to swim at that time because the big fish are chasing the little fish into the shore. And by doing such, if you're in the mix of it, guess what? You might just be lunch or dinner or breakfast. Yes. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to take this out then. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, Gador, Gador. Let's walk around here. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Liz. Can you hear me now? I thought I was being clever with the microphone, but unfortunately, I am still learning. I did buy the microphone so you guys could hear me, but I guess it wasn't working right. So, anyway, good morning. We are on our way to do our little walk while we talk with Rocky in the park. Beautiful tree and beautiful little rock star. So, beautiful morning. We hang with the gang. Hang with the gang. Oh, we got a whole crew here. Look at that. Look at the little squirrel. Look at the little squirrel. Okay, awesome, Master. Thank you. Oh, we got a few little pups coming our way in this gorgeous, beautiful tree. Good morning. Good morning. Rocky.
Keep going.
Rocky. They say hello. 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 Bonjour. Yes, so very nice. So we welcome you guys and we walk and talk with a little rock in the park. Sunrise is getting a little bit later these days because we've now passed summer solstice. So the gang hangs every day. And it is delightful. Delightful. Here comes the gang. Beautiful, peaceful, and relaxing. Look at that. Look at that. Very lovely. Very, very lovely. Isn't it nice? Good morning. Thank you. It's Rocky. Your dog is beautiful too.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good one. Look at the gang hang. They swim together. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Really nice. Okay, we got a different species over here. Sometimes they separate, sometimes they hang and play. Look at these guys are over here on their own. Isn't that nice? It's really nice. So we just love it. Okay, good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning. Yes, lovely everybody. So we just love it here. There's so many banyan trees and there's just so much activity in nature out here. This is one of the finest parks, I think, in this area. Now, we're not in South Africa where you can just get out of the car and hang with the giraffe, but gotta be careful there too, because you can't get out of the car and just hang with the giraffe, or you really do have a problem. So this is just nice hanging with the gang in our backyard. And, yes. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. We welcome you all and we hang with the gang while we walk and talk in the park. Best time of the day to play. Isn't it beautiful, these bottleneckers? That's what this tree is called, I think, bottleneckers. It's beautiful. And here's more gang hanging. More of the gang hanging. Yeah, look at that. Good morning. Oh, we got this little guy over here. He wants a little bit of space. And these guys over here. So we're gonna head back over here to the Coca-Cola Mansion and see what we have planned for the day. Good morning. Okay, really pretty. And we are looking right across from the gateway into that magnificent Coca-Cola Mansion. It is a pretty space, and what's so pretty about it is it's preserved for nature walks like this, preserved for the general public. And it could have been 700 homes, but luckily they reserve this for the general public, and it is so beautiful. And we walk through there a lot. We're not doing that today, but tomorrow we might. We'll have to see. But this park has so much to share and hang with, and in the process, it's very mind clearing. So it really does have the great benefit of regulating our biorhythms, lessening our anxiety and depression. So beautiful and relaxing and peaceful out here for all of us mammals, and how it's changed. Welcome. So I don't know if you're new to the channel. If you are, welcome. If you're a follower, thank you for your support and welcome back. Our channel is all about health, wellness, and the quality of life. So we love you guys. And we're going to continue to mosey on over here by Mount Elizabeth. This is where most of this area is generally by nature flat, because we're at sea level here. This is not exactly the Swiss Alps or Colorado. But the Indians put all their shells here with their tribes and their friends and families, and they buried them. And it made this magnificent mound, which is where they built the Coca-Cola Mansion. And again, we come up to, it's known as the Mount Elizabeth Mound, and it was constructed exactly as I explained. So really, that's what they did. That's what they did. See, Mount Elizabeth. Yes. Yes. We do have sharks in the river. We do have poisonous snakes. We are loaded and infested with insects, although it's manageable. But back 100 years ago, not so much. It was mostly boars, cattle, no little Rockies, because they wouldn't have survived. I mean, we're not so far from the Panama Canal, so it was like loaded with mosquitoes, malaria, and all kinds of things. So that was over 100 years ago, but things certainly have changed and developed. But swarms of mosquitoes would come in and kill big bands of cattle. And today, although we still suffer from some of these issues in humid, hot summer type places such as South Florida, we have learned to manage and deal with it better and develop the properties in the land. And it is a beautiful space to live in, especially 7-8 months of the year. The weather is really nice, and it's really just the 3 months that are pretty tough, I'd say, from mid-June to mid-September. And then October, we have hurricanes, the most hurricanes. But there's the good, the bad, and the ugly all over the world. So you just have to choose your poison and figure out what is the most suitable and optimal for you. Florida has improved so much in terms of its livability, especially here in South Florida. But there's famous books, and I'm sorry guys, I'm terrible with names sometimes, but there is a book about the land in Florida from way back. And, froze. Let me see. Hello, we good? Okay, there we go. So that was interesting. And anyway, it's a lovely place to live. It is warm in the summertime. Okay, are we good? Are we doing this? Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's what it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of America to live when you're young, medium, and old. But the summer does get a little bit hot. So that's why we do these summertime walks, typically at the sunrise. Now it is getting a little bit later, guys, because guess what? We have now passed the summer solstice. So the days, inch by inch, Life's a cinch. The days get a little bit longer each day, right? So that's happening. But we still love to get out as early as we can. 15 minutes, half an hour, an hour. And we're glad you do too, because it's relaxing, it's beautiful, it's mind clearing, it improves our sleep quality, and it's good for long life. Right, Rocky? I'm going to pick you up because I know you're getting tired. I have my little furry friend. He is awesome. He is a 21-year-old Papillon. So he is amazing that he comes out here with me many times each week. And he loves it. We hang with the gang. We look at the ducks. We walk around the Coca-Cola mansion by the seaside and we watch that sun come up. We look at the different birds and squirrels and we sleep like a baby. And you will too, because it's amazing how nature has so many ultimate solutions about harmonizing our biorhythms, biochemically, transforming our hormones, our heart health, our liver health, all of it by just strictly doing a nature walk. And the ancients know and the science does show that it's true. Yes, Rocky is the sweetest dog. Thank you, Master. And he's really a lovely little guy. He's good with the babies because he had so many. And he loves to be out here and sniff all the different goods. But I think the time has come for us to go now. We started off today with this beautiful, beautiful house of Henry Sewell, former Captain Henry Sewell. So it was a great place to start. He was a famous sea captain, and behind his house is a lot of banyan trees where the fish can hide from the big sharks, and it's cleverly designed the way nature is. So, jusque demain, thank you everybody, we love you, and we hope you make it an amazing day.